All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Millennials lead the way. I am back. It's been a little longer than expected. Um, had some things go down, as you all may know, and finally got a little bit of time to knock out the quarterly update and to knock out this video. So I'm gonna try to post this video before I post my Wealthfront and Fundrise videos. But yeah, man. So in this video, what I'm basically going to talk over is a pretty cool calculator for service members and, talk about why I don't really mess around with dividend investing. And, this calculator basically is, or actually, yeah, and how I use this calculator to kind of advise me in how I invest and what companies that I use. So, I don't know why I cough every time I freaking start a video. All right, so this calculator is called the regular military compensation calculator, and it's something that I use to kind of give me a quick glimpse of what I'm being paid, and more importantly, my marginal federal tax bracket. All right, and as you start making more and more money, which I'm not gonna say I'm a rich dude, but I can see what it's gonna become a hindrance further on, and taxes are gonna be one of those things. So with this calculator, they have some basic stuff that you can put in, and down below they'll show you basically your total regular, your compensation basically. And right here, is where we're gonna focus at is the tax rate. So, if we go back up, I'm just going to type in some of my information. So right now I'm a E6 promotable. I've been in the Army 9 years. So they don't have, the Army goes by like 2 year increments because they do longevity increases. So I've been in 9 years. So you would just put 8. And then let's see. Single and then family size, including yourself. So it would be 1. And then I'm receiving BAH, zip code and stuff. And then you press calculate. So up here, like I said, it gives you the normal information, your grade, years of service, um, you know, and then your base pay, housing allowance, money for food and stuff. And what's interesting is, and I found this calculator, I want to say maybe 2 years ago when I actually started zeroing in on investing and what can I do to help maximize my real investment returns. And it took me a while to narrow down on what exactly I was looking at, but at the end of the day, I try to search for long-term net of fee after tax returns. And in order to do that, man, um, it takes a lot, man. I've been reading so much, and what I after doing my taxes of 2019, I realized that this 12% tax bracket has saved me a godly amount of money. So, you may be asking, or if you're in the military, if you're asking, hey, why am I getting paid only 12%? It's because your, BAH and BAS is not taxable. So if you look at the amount of money that I make in a year, 40,000 of that is not taxable. And then when you take the standard deduction for a single hero, it puts me at 31,000. So I'm only being taxed on 31,000. And this brings me to the reason on why I one and try to increase my income, and two, I try to stay away from dividends. I'm not gonna say dividends are irrelevant, but I will say they are not the answer to wealth building. A lot of people are getting a lot of clout off of it, but you can save yourself a lot of hustle. The reason I don't mess around with it is because dividends are taxed, and depending on what type of companies you're with, they can be either qualified or you look it up. But basically, I determined that I can basically prematurely boost my tax rate if I were to just solely make these 100% dividend portfolios like you see some people do. I'd probably just be screwing myself if I did that. So, it's why I don't really do that. I mean, yes, does my some of my portfolios pay dividends? Yes. Once again, I'm not saying it's irrelevant. It's just not the know all and be all. If you're out here making a 100% dividend portfolio, you get it. So, another thing I try to do, at least for me, is I try to increase my income as fast as possible. So, in order to do that, I tell you guys to focus on yourself, man. All right? The only person that's going to make you wealthy is yourself. Okay? If you're trying to depend on the stock market to make you wealthy, you're swimming upstream at this point. All right? So, what I mean by increasing my income, you know, basically I'm promotable, and because of this coronavirus, everything got kind of pushed back. But I do still expect on promoting this year. So when I do, you know, I go from 89 to 94,000. And if you pay close attention to my tax rate, it's still at 12%. So the amount of money that I'm putting in to the market is not even taxed at this point. All right. And then, the Army pays you for longevity, which next year will be 10 years that I've been with the military, which time is going by. But let me tell you something, man. If you think military has its challenges, but, 10 long years, that's insane. But anyway, 10 years will mark the next year will be my 10-year mark. And the Army pays you for longevity. So, I go up to 96,000. Once again, I'm still in the 12% tax bracket. So this is like crucial. At this point, this is where I'm going to be sweating about dividends. Because I already know that out of 12% tax bracket, which, you guys should really be going to the IRS page if you're trying to learn about taxes. Asking a random YouTuber about taxes is risky. So if you want to know about taxes, actually ask the people that are taking the money from you. But your marginal tax rates. So my next tax rate would basically be, I don't know, 22%. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what I would have to make in order for me to get to that. So say I don't really see myself being an E8 and FS. So let's say I'm in for like 14 years. Okay, so let's go back down to 12 years. Let me see. 22%, 40,000. So yeah, I would have to be in over 12 years because my taxable is 40,700, and obviously this is going to change. So even when I'm at 12 years, it's probably still won't even matter. But basically, I just got into that 22% tax bracket. And as you guys know, it'll probably, looking at the numbers now, it will take me a while to hit 24%. So this is my main reason for trying to increase my income as fast as possible so that I can increase my savings rate. But, even if I wasn't in the military, I don't have proof that I would know about how to do a lot of things that I do now. But say I were to leave the military tomorrow, I mean, my goal would still be to increase my income. Because I know that at the end of the day, if I'm that guy making $200,000 a year, it don't matter what I'm bringing into the market, especially if I could save, 75% of my income. I live inside some apartment. I save 150 for the next 5 years and outdo most heroes on YouTube. You know, So the goal, ultimate goal, is to make money. Ultimate goal is to become an asset to your company and to master your profession. All right. Don't give the company a reason to see you as a liability. Give them a reason to see you as an asset. All right. If a company looks at you and he's like, if we get rid of this person, this company is gonna hurt. Instead of, hey, if we get rid of this company, if we get rid of this person, we might make it through this Corona stuff. All right. So if you don't get anything else from this, focus on yourself. Focus on your career. Just become the best at it. And everything will work itself out. Other than that, man, that's all I got. Um, Stay tuned for my Wealthfront and Fundrise update. Millennials, lead the way.